This is my NES collection that's working. This is what I bought to play it. And this doesn't work very well. So I'm going to show you why this is maybe not the best way to go about playing your NES collection today. What's up, everybody? I bought a Retron 3 HD to play NES games. Do you like NES games? Well, you've come to the right place. I do too. Subscribe, all you NES heads out there. And some. So look, I wanted to like this thing. I got it because I got an original model NES, which was functioning and it was fine. It's just that I use HD TVs. So I thought a Hyperkin product would probably be the best way to go. I went with the affordable route, the Retron 3 HD, and this thing is a big promise. You know, it's NES, Genesis, and Super Nintendo, and I believe Famicom and Super Famicom and Mega Drive. It's import friendly. Sadly, not all of my cartridges work, so I'm going to show you how the NES compatibility is kind of fried, how this thing is not a great solution if you're looking to play NES games. I haven't had any problems with my Sega Genesis games, and I don't own any Super Nintendo games, but quite frankly, I'm a little disappointed. We're going to test every single cartridge out and just see how many of them work versus don't work. They all have worked on either my original hardware or on this Retron, so you'll see today what's working, what's not. Let's go. First up, we have The Adventures of Dino Ricky. We're off to a bad start. Next up is Bionic Commando. Let's go next for Dr. Mario. Dragon Warrior. My heart bleeds. Excite Bike. So exciting. Fax Xanadu. Yeah. Hello Kitty World. Kawaii. Jaws. It works. Joust. Kung Fu. Pinbot. RBI Baseball. Swing and a hit. Snake, rattle, and roll. Star Soldier. Star Tropics. Super Mario Bros. And Duck Hunt. Mwah. Super Mario Bros. 3. Well, at least this one works. And last but not least, Tetris. So I am actually surprised by how many of these worked. So what I'm going to do is the 4 cartridges that didn't work, I'm just going to take some isopropyl alcohol and a Q-tip and just rub it on the bottom portion of the cartridge. I also have a screw bit. Now these have worked on my NES at home, but just to give it the full test here, you know, why not? And so we'll let each of these dry. This one is Super Mario Bros. You know what? I have gotten this one to work on the Retron before, so I mean, I won't say I'm surprised because it's also given me a hard time. Super Mario Bros. Probably run to death. I imagine Tetris and Dragon Warrior are as well. People who played those probably played the hell out of them. And then The Adventures of Dino Riki, I don't know. I was playing that this morning. That's a hard game. I think I already did this for my Dragon Warrior cartridge, but you know, better safe than sorry. And I did have a hard time getting it running on my NES this morning. The other 3, I have never gotten to work on this Retron 3 HD, just for reference. And then they say that blowing the cartridge is a good strategy as well. While I am waiting for these to dry, the saddest one for me that I haven't gotten to work on either my NES or this Retron is Super Mario Bros. 2. I've tried wiping the bottom, but I gotta take it apart. I have this drill bit now, but figure it out. Maybe it just isn't made to be. All right, let's do take 2 on, we're gonna start with the first one I wiped down, which was Mario Bros. This cartridge just does this sometimes, but it is working. You're just gonna have to believe me on that one. We don't have to count this. Let's go next to the Adventures of Dino Ricky. Keep in mind that I was playing this morning on my NES. Dragon Warrior. If this works, I won't even post this video. Lastly, Tetris. This is a must play. Both of these, this and Dragon Warrior, in my opinion. Okay, so, realistically, this is not perfect. We're talking an aftermarket product. So, this is a replicant. For it to perform as well as it did with my NES cartridges, I am a little surprised. I was expecting worse. I still think it's not great. The fact that I have functioning cartridges of this cool Hudson Soft game, the classic RPG, and the stellar pack-in puzzle title that came in with the NES that don't work on this unit is concerning. Now, is this half my collection? No. And I'm not even counting the 5 cartridges that don't work on either. But, I clean them. I've played them recently without much of an issue on my NES. So this product, this Hyperkin product, simply isn't what I needed. I needed something that would just play my NES games without a problem. This is giving me some problems. The 15 games over here that work, great. I'm glad they work, as they should. So should these. I've read worse reviews about these things that they go broke in a week. I've also read that it has compatibility issues with the other consoles. Fortunately, all my Genesis games work, and I can't test the Super Nintendo port, but, some people say it works, some people say it doesn't. This is just a buyer beware, buy at your own risk. 15 out of 18, what is that, 85% of my games work for my NES collection? I just caution you, before getting this product. To my understanding, this came out in 2020. The Hyperkin Retron 5 came out a year later, I want to say, or maybe earlier. I feel like Alex had it for a while. So, I would probably just get that, if you were getting into NES collecting like me. But, I'm glad I have something that can play the majority of my NES games. I just don't want to buy more games and be worried that they even work, when my NES is playing them pretty much fine. Well, let me know what your experience is if you got a Retron 3 HD. Honestly, it's too bad because this thing looks so cool. This has the great retro aesthetic. I don't think the 5 really looks like that. This is more compact. But in terms of functionality, it ain't all there. So, sorry to report that, but hope you enjoyed this video, this look at this aftermarket console. And let me know if you want to see more videos like this. Have a great day, everybody. Stay retro or something like that. I need a slogan. I don't have one. Stay classy, YouTube.